You might have heard of BIN before, but get ready for BID.
Who wants some of this? Bam!
The first thing to address with this deck is the fact that it has a very high skill ceiling. This is mostly due to Barbara being in the deck. Because Barbara's skill applies Hydro to the active character when it heals during end phase, timing this to cleanse elements off of characters instead of being afflicted with Hydro takes considerable practice and foresight. Additionally, comboing Barbara and Diona to freeze and shut down the opponent at critical moments also requires timing, but learning both of these points is crucial since this is a stall deck. The deck wants to quickly equip Tenacity of the Millilith and the Bell on Ito, but equipping Diona with the same artifact and Sacrificial Bow is also valuable. These cards are important both for ramping dice and mitigating damage while building up energy for bursts. Additionally, most of the other cards in the deck exist to facilitate getting these cards out, whether it be making them cheaper or simply drawing them. To further help with the ramp, the deck has Tenshukaku and Vonarana. Both Leave It to Me and Send Off require special attention, as knowing when and how to use them further adds to the deck's difficulty. Leave It to Me, being the only form of quick swap, should be saved for 3 situations. Number 1, to quickly combo Barbara and Diona for freeze to shut down opponents' critical moves, such as bursts. Number 2, if the character being quickly swapped to has lethal on the opponent. And number 3, if there's a need to quickly swap to Barbara to use her burst. Send-off should also be saved for critical moments to disrupt the opponent's plans and not just used at the first instance of an enemy summon. Strategic use of the action cards and combos is the difference between success and critical failure of this deck, and practicing it against a variety of opponents is key. But with that being said, let's get into some matches and see how the deck does. Catalyze the deck. See what we get. Okay, we go first. I don't see that being particularly useful. This would be nice if we actually had anything to play it, but because I don't see that happening right now, I don't think I'm going to keep that. Actually, I don't think I'm going to keep that. This will at least be somewhat useful. Watch me then draw 2 things I can use. No, okay. Vonarana. How do we want to play this? Again, I don't want to give them Bloom.
Wish me luck.
Okay, what do we do here? Into Ushi, maybe? Okay, well, they have to convert something, so, at least there's that. They have to convert 2 things, so at least there's that. Again, we could just go into Diona here. We could also just try to draw into something and play Vonarana or something of that nature, too. It doesn't look like they have all of the dice that they need. They probably have Dendro dice, though. That's the thing we've got to be prepared about, or prepared for. They probably do have Dendro.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Swapping to Tighnari. Gonna get this down. So they do have what they need for this. Okay, Lieben. They're just gonna end. It really makes me wish I had to cleanse here now.
We can do this.
Okay. They're gonna have all of the dice in the world to do what they need. They also start first here. Dendro is inevitably coming out, potentially even the burst, though I think they'll probably just go into normal attack spam. And even if they didn't get all of the dice that they want, they've got more than enough. Here comes Parametric to give them more. And who boy, will they get it? Let's see what we draw if we get anything good. Double of these might be interesting. Do we want to play around the parametric when they could have a spare die in hand and then just trigger it anyways? Or anything that could, you know, be a problem for us? I don't know. I don't know if I do. Huh.
Need my help as usual?
Let's see what we've got here. I have quick knit for that. Just a normal attack. Thanks, I'll take the spare die. And they could have another die to be able to do something, but I don't know. Or they could just have Dendro Resonance, which is, of course, you know, something else we have to worry about. Dendro Resonance will inevitably result in death for Diona, which is annoying. However, kind of no matter where we go, we die here, so that's cool. Let's just see what happens. Okay, they don't have Dendro Resonance, but we are going to give them 1,000,000 dice. Ow. Okay. Even if I shield, well, no, because she has that shield on, so yeah, we can shield here. Okay, we've got pretty much all of the dice we need, but they're still going to be able to match us very quickly here. We might just need to quick swap into freeze at this point. Okay, they're going to swap to her. Maybe with Dendro Resonance. It will probably kill. Might not even need it. Nope, no, it did nothing there. Okay. Gave me that, which is nice.
I am the man!
Start getting Ushi out, potentially. They're gonna swap back to him. Not gonna let that happen.
We can do this! Let the show begin.
Okay. There's no way they just end on him. Yeah, I didn't think so. So, how do we want to play this then?
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Okay, they're playing some dice here. Elemental skill does 2, unfortunately. It gives us something, which is nice. Yeah, we could go in there and attack, but then we get hit with Dendro, and then we get, you know, Hydro and whatnot on us. I don't like that idea. I'm gonna see. Do they have another die to potentially kill her? Because I don't want to necessarily swap too much around here. I want to cleanse this. I'm gonna risk it here and just hope that they end. Okay, looks like, yeah, they are gonna end. That's fine. Ow. Okay. Send off. Don't really know if we want that right now. Fischl is kind of the biggest threat here. Though that thing is obviously annoying as well, especially when they go first and can theoretically just kill off her if we attack, so a bit of an issue. That's why it's probably good to have tenacity on her. We do outdice them though, so that is something to keep in mind. And that doesn't mean that they can't just quick swap burst kill. They are going to go for a quick swap, which is okay.
Step aside. aside. Ito's back in town.
Toss up. Fair enough. It's a good sign that they didn't get the dice that they wanted. Dendro Resonance. Ow. Okay, now what do we do here? Can't kill. It'd be nice if we had our weapon, but we don't. Then we'd be able to kill. So probably just going defensive here is going to be the choice. I'd rather not give them any chance to really do much with Fischl.
Attaboy!
Now they're in a position where if they try to do something, they die. They are going to swap back to Fischl, potentially for the Resonance. So we could send off on something, or we could try to get the heal in. But we aren't going to have enough for both. That would be silly, but we would theoretically be able to burst, potentially. But they might have... Well, what are they going to have that they're going to be able to do anything, right? If we did this... and then burst... We wouldn't have enough to actually kill, it'd be a waste. And we'd get hit for a lot. The heal just might be the choice.
Wish me luck.
Swapping back to Tighnari. Now they might have dice. Or they might wait. We could just swap back kill. But at what cost, right? At what cost? Actually, he's going to heal to 4 and be able to burst. If we burst now... I mean, it's a big heal, but we're going to get hit by quite a lot, aren't we? If we send off, they waste. And then we burst next round. They'd have to be able to quick swap back, wouldn't they? We're going to give them Bloom. Ow. Okay, they're back down to 2. We just kind of have to hope that they don't have a shield or a quick swap in hand. And they might. So we can get the burst off here. I'd like a quick swap of my own, to be honest, but... lots of stuff that we just have not had a chance to play yet. Diona, I don't think we want you yet. Not until you're a little more healed up. Okay, we can convert something for Barbara. Actually, we don't need to. We have that. Forgot.
I hear
There's
everything.
the burst. Not enough to do the big shot, the big kill. So we get to do this.
Come on, we can do it.
Puts us back in a decent spot. We'll see what they do. They'll probably swap off of him. I can't imagine they stay on him at 2 HP. Not with Ito potentially coming out. Oh my god, they do. The mad lad, like, Ito is coming out here. What is your plan?
I am the man.
Okay, so they're gonna try to go for... what exactly? Well, I'm not sure what your plan is, my man. Burst from him?
I'm not finished my
You can't have
research.
not seen that. I haven't lost yet, that's cool, but we can deal with that the hard way here. That would be 6. What if we just swap to her instead? And then, yeah, they burst, but we freeze it.
Leave it to me.
So I'm not too concerned about that. Still haven't drawn the bell. Okay, they lose that for 1. There's send-off for Oz. If they burst, we freeze. If they skill, we freeze and send off. Pretty simple choices here. That's some wild card dice. They are going to go for that. That's fine. Again, we freeze into send-off. Shroom comes out. Okay. Now we can do a couple of things here, really, depending on if they have energy.
I am the man!
Normal attack. Okay. And then burst.
Who wants some of this?
They might swap back to her, but we're gonna get rid of Oz, so. They do swap back to Fischl. That's cool. We're not actually gonna kill that, are we? We need to play something and then convert something. We could just play this. We haven't played one of these in ages. That'll give us a charge attack, and then we take down Oz. There's 5 for that, and when we do this. Honestly, we could theoretically just take down Fischl anyways, but then we get hit with this and the burst. I don't know if I like that idea. I feel like I'd rather just kill Oz and not give them the catalyze. But then again, I mean, one of them dies, right? Like, okay, Lieben. Again, we did not roll the bell here at all, unfortunately. Fischl can burst, but I'm not too concerned with that. We didn't get any quick swap, or we'd just be able to kill her that way. We probably want this. We probably want that as well, because we'll likely swap into Diona to get the cryo out on the Shroom. Yeah, and they've got to do quite a bit. They might have Adeptus Temptation. They are going to burst. That's a whopping 2. This thing is gonna do 6. I mean, they theoretically could do some big stuff here. I want to see if I get quick swap. I don't, but I do get this, which is very nice.
One shall descend once again.
So they're in a bit of a situation here. Are they gonna go for the burst? Do they have Adeptus Temptation? Nope, they're gonna go for skill. And really build up for this, and we have lethal. So yeah, close match here. It seems it's a lot closer than it seems, really. Okay, looks like we are up against Georesonance with Bennett, so that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to deal with. Are they going to start with Bennett? If so, then we probably want Barbara. Send-off is going to be useless here. Quick swap might be useful for quick freeze if they do go Bennett. I guess we keep that for free weapons, or, well, cheap weapons, if we can get them out. That's not helping us much.
We can do this.
They are gonna go for Bennett. Okay. I would prefer to get out Barbara's skill. Of course, that's not going to happen. Chang the 9th. They're going to go for normal attacks then. Okay. I guess we play that. Do this. Normal attack again. So yeah, they are going for that. I mean, they might have the dice that they just convert, which would be wild, honestly, but they might do it. Okay, there's that. We're gonna play Tenshukaku, and then a pizza on her to actually keep her somewhat alive. Hopefully this should allow us to quick swap into Diona to freeze out the Bennett. They are gonna play all of the dice that they have. Nope, they're just gonna go for another normal attack. Okay. That's a really aggressive way. They're trying to get his skill card, I bet. And Timmy. We will still heal up the 6 there. Lieben. We might need Lieben here soon because that's not a lot to work with. Okay, we've got all of the cryo in the world that we could need. I don't know about the Hydro because I might want to stay off of her for a while, but at the same time, hard to tell. We do get that to proc. You come out.
Leave it to me.
We freeze.
Think you can bully me?
And deal with that. Okay, so now they're going this way with it. There's a lot of potential damage coming in. Let's see if we get anything good here. Okay, we can work with this. Elemental skills, subtract that. Okay. I'll let Diona take the brunt of the attacks here. They might be going for like quick burst, which would be annoying. They're gonna switch back to Bennett because they desperately want his burst out. Do they have something like Lieben? Yeah, they probably have. Okay, they're gonna play Paimon instead. So now they're gonna be up quite a few dice on us. We could just go for her burst here. Of course, if they have Adeptus, that could be lethal on her. Well, that's not a lot of cryo. They probably do have the burst card here. So we do have to be prepared for that. But we have our burst. They might have send off. That's also a thing. They do have the burst card, unfortunately.
Going in.
They've certainly waited long enough for it. So now we are going to have to play around this mess. We have our own burst, but again, they're up 1,000,000 dice on us. Use Sue, or are they going to swap to Noelle? Yeah, free swap to Noelle. So they are going to start going for those kind of bursts. We might just have to mitigate damage here.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Normal attack doing 2. Now they have burst again. That's going to be 4 plus 2. It's going to be 6. If they have extra dice, she dies, which is a problem. I think we still have to risk it. I want to be able to just freeze the Noelle out. It's kind of the plan, but...
Leave it all
Okay,
to
never
me.
mind. They're going to do Elemental Skill instead. Get the shield. I'm fine with that. If you want to do that, be my guest. This does mean, though, they get to keep the burst, so they probably are seeing this coming. Okay, we got another Lieben. I feel like Lieben has been very slow here. I probably want this. Maybe. Diona does have Pyro on her, but she is well healed, so... we might just keep one of each. Tenshukaku will kick off. And I don't know if I want to necessarily give them the Hydro to just sit there and burn into. Okay, they have Quick Swap. Or they swap into him. Yeah. It's going to be pretty much lethal. With Gamblers, go figure.
Has everyone stopped?
Yeah, this pretty much just means that the burst is going to be coming out here. And that's going to be a problem.
Attaboy!
At bare minimum, though, it's still going to do a lot. Yeah. That's still doing quite a bit there. And then, again, a normal attack just kills, so... we are in quite a situation here. Because that ain't gonna do it. So we have to swap to her.
Need my help as usual?
We don't have the ability to freeze here. Interesting. Yeah, it's quite a bit. They're building up for the burst again. And I don't see Leven doing much for us here. Yeah, all of that would have been nice ages ago. Okay, heal to 5, go at 7. Puts them at 2. We still have to worry about the Bennett coming back. Their send-off being useless. Can't use that here, but we can tune it. I think that's enough for Tenshukaku. Yeah, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be enough for that to go off. Even though not exactly the amazing things we want here. They can easily just swap to her too. Which is probably what they'll do. I can't imagine they just let him die. Chang the 9th. Unless they have I haven't lost yet in hand, and then they just go for the burst. But I don't think we can afford to not. Okay. Normal attack. Yeah, they definitely have something going on here. I don't know how I feel about it. We can get the sack bow out for free at that, which is probably what we need to do. It unfortunately means the bell is going to cost a fortune. They might just be looking for the free swap here with the burst and then the Geo Resonance, which is probably what they're looking for. Okay, they're going for that. Yeah, they're going to try to get their stuff back real quick here, aren't they? We have enough that we can... Ouch. We can sack for her burst again if we need to. I think, honestly, getting rid of this and this is probably going to be best here. Just to keep the shields up. Actually, we don't really need the shields up, do we? We already have it up. But it does more damage, so... No, it doesn't. But it doesn't give them this. Never mind. Yeah, that's worth it. I want to give him cards.
Everybody stand back.
Here comes this mess again. Ow. That's, of course, a massive problem for us. Convert this. Fling this.
Diona special.
They don't have the dice to have send-off up, so, you know, there's at least that going for us. Fortunately, Diona's not looking particularly great here once that comes out, and he isn't in a particularly great spot either. Especially if they have any kind of heal for him, other than just, you know, his attacks. Try what we can here. Okay, they're also matching us on dice, though we will have the ability to kind of keep up a little bit. They're swapping to Noelle. They might have Geo-Resonance, which is what we have to be afraid of here, or Adeptus Temptation. This thing comes in doing 6. With Adeptus Temptation, that's 9. Even with this, we die. So, how do we want to play this one? Give them potential Geo-Resonance? Not my idea of fun, but we might have to do it.
Think you can bully me?
We're at least getting some amount of stuff back here. I can't imagine they run 2 Geo without Geo-Resonance. The shield's a little too valuable. And they've got 12 cards left, so... They did just convert something, though, so that's an interesting thing. Tells me they didn't get the dice that they were necessarily looking for. But they've got cards now, so... That's gonna start doing 6, jeez.
I'm a rock.
Still think we do this right now, just to keep the shield up. Hold on as long as we can. Okay, they're going for real cheap attacks here. Ow. Heals to 8.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Ouch. They've got the burst again. We get to go first, but, you know, who knows? And that's if they don't have a Geo die in hand. It's only 7 there. Ito is not looking good here. Okay, there's the bell and that. The bell is going to be tremendously late. Might help keep us alive. Okay. We do have more dice than them, but they still have this mess going on. If we do this, we're still probably pretty close to dead. If we play out the bell, would we be able to get a charge attack off is the question. I mean, are we going to get a charge attack off anyways? This is 4 damage coming in. Burst is 4 damage coming in. And then we've got this mess to contend with. I do think we still try to bell. We can always convert stuff. That's 4 right there. On a charge attack. And then that would be 3. Of course, they could just shield. But we are displaying lethal. And that gives us 3 shield. They're drawing for something. Perhaps Geo-Resonance. Again, they're very low, so they might have it. Or a way to convert if they don't have the dice. Normal attack. Ouch. gives me this. Do they have I haven't lost yet? This is lethal on her. I haven't lost yet would be very annoying.
Disgrace to the knights. Out of the way!
Elemental skill. Okay, we managed to come through here. Very, very tense match there. Very close one.
Couldn't break the curse.
This deck is tricky to rank since it offers little room for error. Understanding when and how to use the paradoxical cards in the deck and combo the character skills takes a lot of practice, and if mastered, this deck can compete with the best and potentially be an S-rank deck. However, for less experienced players, this deck will almost immediately feel disadvantaged and barely amount to a B rank. It is very much a high skill, high reward type of deck with a lot of potential for those who dedicate the time to it. For more TCG content, click on the video here, and thank you for watching.